Mama, oh mama, now mama, come tell me that you wanna took that day. Yeah, Billy pierced his ears, drove a pickup like a lunatic. Ooh, young hearts be free tonight. Time is on your side. Don't let them put you down. Don't let them push you around. Don't let them ever change your point of view.
I get up in the evening and I ain't got nothing to say. I come home in the morning, I go to bed feeling the same way. I ain't nothing but tired. Man, I'm just tired and bored with myself. Hey there, baby, I could use just a little help. You can't start a fire. You can't start a fire without a spark. This gun's for hire, even if we're just dancing in the dark. Messages keep getting clearer. Radio's on and I'm moving round the place. I check my look in the mirror. Wanna change my clothes, my hair, my face, and I ain't getting nowhere. I'm just living in a dump like this. There's something happening somewhere. Baby, I just know that this. You can't start a fire. You can't start a fire without a spark. This gun's for hire, even if we're just dancing in the dark. There's a joke, yes, a wine, it's on me. I shake this world off my shoulders. Come on, baby, the laughs on me. Stay on the streets of this town, and they'll be carving you up alright. You say you gotta stay hungry. Hey, baby, I'm just a fast star tonight. I'm dying for some action. I'm sick of sitting around here trying to write this book. I need a
set you free and brought you to me, babe. What set you free? I leave you here by me. Because in the midnight hour, she cried more, more, more. With a rebel yell, she cried more, more, more. Wow, in the midnight hour, babe, more, more, more. With a rebel yell,
tomorrow never comes. I said night, I'm living in the forest of a dream. I know the night is not as it would seem. I must believe in something, so I'll make myself believe it. This night will never go. Against him tomorrow, so I guess I'll just believe it. Tomorrow never knows. I said night, I'm living in the forest of a dream. I know the night is not as it would seem. I must believe in something, so I'll make myself believe it. This night will never go.
In your side, I'll wait for you. Sleight of hand and twist of fate. On a bed of nails she makes me wait, and I wait without you, with or without you, with or without you. Through the storm we reach the shore. You gave it all, but I want more, and I'm waiting for you, with or without you.
is waiting, all systems are go. Are you sure? Control is not convinced, but the computer has the evidence. No need to abort. The countdown starts. Watching in a trance, the crew is certain, nothing left to chance. All is working, trying to relax. Up in the capsule, sent me up a drink. Jokes, Major Tom. The count goes on. 4, 3, 2, 1. Earth below us, 15 falling, floating waiters, calling, calling home. Second stage is cut, we're now in orbit, stabilizers up, running perfect, starting to collect requested data. What will it affect when all is done? Thinks Major Tom. Back at ground control, there is a problem. Go to rockets full, not responding. Hello Major Tom, are you receiving? Turn the thrusters on, we're standing by. There's no reply. 4, 3, 2, 1. Earth below us, 15 falling, floating waiters, calling, calling home.
house in New Orleans. They call the rising sun, and it's been the ruin of many a poor boy. In God, I know I'm one. Tell your children not to do what I have done. Spend your lives in sin and misery in the house of the rising sun. Where
only fools rushing, and I ain't here falling in love with you.
everything to me. Oh, my life is changing every day, every possible way. And oh, my dreams, it's never quite as it seems, 'cause you're a dream to me, dream to me.
Two worlds collide, rival nations. It's a primitive clash, fading years of frustration. Bravely we hope against all hope. There is so much at stake. Seems our freedom's up against the ropes. Does the crowd understand? Is it east versus west? Or man against man? Can any nation stand alone? In the burning heart, just about to burst, there's a quest for answers and a quenchable thirst. In the darkest night, rising like a spire. In the burning heart, the unmistakable fire. In the burning heart. In the warrior's code, there's no surrender. Though his body says stop, his spirit cries never. Deep in our soul, a quiet ember knows it's you against you. It's the paradox that drives us all. It's a battle of wills in the heat of attack. It's the passion that kills. The victory is yours alone. In the burning heart.
doesn't know your name, and your heart beats like a subway train. Ooh, it makes you wanna die. Ooh, don't you wanna take her? Wanna make her all your own? Maria, you've gotta see her. Go insane and out of your mind. Regina, Ave Maria, a million and one candlelights. I've seen this thing before in my best friend and the boy next door. Fool for love and fool on fire. One coming from the rain, she's oceans running down the drain. Blue as ice and desire. Don't you wanna make her? Ooh, don't you wanna take her home? Maria, you've gotta see her. Go insane and out of your mind. Regina, Ave Maria, a million and one candlelights. Ooh, don't you wanna break her? Ooh, don't you wanna take her home? She walks like she don't care, walking on imported air. Ooh, it makes you wanna die. Maria, you've gotta see her. Go insane and out of your mind. Regina, Ave Maria, a million and one candlelights.
that drives me wild. And tonight we're gonna make it all come true. 'Cause girl, you were made for me, and girl, I was made for you. I was made for loving you, baby. You were made for loving me, and I can't get enough of you, baby. Can you get enough of me? I was made for loving you, baby. You were made for loving me, and I can't give it all to you, baby. Can you give it all to me?
Just a small town girl living in a lonely world. She took the midnight train going anywhere. Just a city boy, born and raised in South Detroit. He took the midnight train going anywhere. A singer in a smoky room, a smell of wine and cheap perfume. For a smile they can share the night. It goes on and on and on and on. Strangers waiting up and down the boulevard. Their shadows searching in the night. Streetlights, people living just to find emotion.
a snake in the grass. One of these days you're gonna break your glass. Don't bring me down. No, 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 no. I'll tell you once more before I get off the floor. Don't bring me down. You got me shaking, got me running away. You got me crawling up to you every day. Don't bring me down. No, 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 no. Ooh. I'll tell you once more before I get off the floor. Don't bring me down, 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 down. I'll tell you once more before I get off the floor. Don't bring me down.
Here comes Johnny singing oldies, goldies. Babalula, baby, what I say. Here comes Johnny singing, I got a woman down in the tunnel trying to make it pay. He got the action, he got the motion. Oh yeah, the boy can play. Dedication, devotion, turning on the nighttime into the day. Do the song about the sweet love and more. Do the song about the night. You do the walk. Do the walk of life. Yeah, you do the walk of life. Here comes Johnny, gonna tell you the story. Hand me now my walking shoes. Here comes Johnny with the power and the glory. Backbeat, the talking blues. He got the action, he got the motion. And the boy can play. The dedication, devotion, the turning all the nighttime into the day. A song about a sweet love and woman. They do the song about the night. Then they do the walk. Do the walk of life. Yeah, you do the walk of life. Here comes Johnny singing oldies, goldies. Babalula, baby, what I say. Here comes Johnny singing, I got a woman down in the tunnel trying to make it pay. He got the action, he got the motion. Oh yeah, the boy can play. Dedication, devotion, turning all the nighttime into the day. And after all the violence and double talk, it's just a song in all the trouble and the strife. You do the walk. Yeah, you do the walk of life. You do the walk of life.
tracks make the DJs wanna play it. The front to the front, then the back to the back, then the hip to the hop, then the rap to the rap. Every single line on time you admire stays in your brain like earth, wind, and fire. Here I am all the time, girl, you knew me. I must admit, I'm the real brother Louie.
You look good, can't you see, brother Louie, Louie, Louie? I'm in love, such a breeze. She's only looking to me. Only love breaks apart, brother Louie, Louie, Louie. Only love's paradise. She's only looking to me. Brother Louie, Louie, Louie. Oh, she's only looking to me. Oh, lady Louie, she's undercover. Brother Louie, Louie, Louie. Oh, tell me what's going. So leave it, Louie, 'cause I'm a lover.
Let me kiss your lips, I'm intrigued by the taste. The way you dance, the way you move your waist. We meet face to face in a crowded place. Let me take you home, let's cut the chase. To every man there's two sides, what do you choose? If you chose my love, that means you'll never lose. Never hesitate, she'll be there for you. Listen to the words of Brother
You
Louie.
look good, can't you see, brother Louie, Louie, Louie? I'm in love, such a breeze. She's only looking to me. Only love breaks apart, brother Louie, Louie, Louie. Only love's paradise. She's only looking to me. Brother Louie, Louie, Louie. Oh, she's only looking to me. Oh, lady Louie, she's undercover. Brother Louie, Louie, Louie. Oh, tell me what's going. So leave it, Louie, 'cause I'm a lover.
Everybody in the house,
You
come
look
on.
good, can't you see, brother Louie, Louie, Louie?
You say
I'm
it,
in love, such a breeze. She's only looking to me.
come on.
Only love breaks apart, brother Louie, Louie, Louie.
You say
Only
it,
love's paradise. She's only looking to me.
come on.
Louie, Louie, Louie. Oh, she's only looking to me. Oh, lady Louie, she's undercover. Brother Louie, Louie, Louie. Oh, tell me what's going. So leave it, Louie, 'cause I'm a lover. Brother Louie, Louie, Louie. Oh, she's only looking to me. Oh, lady Louie, she's undercover. Brother Louie, Louie, Louie. Oh, tell me what's going. So leave it, Louie, 'cause I'm a lover.
Music is what I'm living for.
Everybody loves to dance with another summer romance. Ooh, baby. Everybody likes to move. All the fellows having the groove. Ooh, baby. Everybody move your feet to the rhythm of this beat. Everybody sing this song. All the people having fun. Everybody move your feet to the rhythm of this beat. Everybody sing this song. All the people having fun.
Music is what I'm living for. Hit the dance floor like there ain't no more. Ain't no more time for taking your chance. Jam, diggity jam to the summer romance. With your hands in the air, everyone and everywhere. Move your body, jump around, checking it out with the sound. Everybody, everybody, get up and sing it loud. This is the sound that makes you feel proud.
Everybody here tonight, we will never start a fight. Ooh, baby, everybody's feeling proud. If you feel it, say it loud. Ooh, baby, everybody move your feet to the rhythm
right to enjoy yourself and doing whatever you wanna do. I mean, everybody. Pleasure and pain, sometimes the same. I'm not ashamed, there's no name for the game. The game that makes my heart still pumping. Boom, boom, my body is jumping. Love, every day and night. The sign for peace is shining bright. Everybody, everybody, get up and sing it loud. This is the song that makes it feel
Everybody move your feet to the rhythm of this beat. Everybody sing this song, all the people having fun. Everybody move your feet to the rhythm of this beat. Everybody sing this song, all the people having fun. Everybody move your feet to the rhythm of this beat. Everybody sing this song, all the people having fun. Everybody move your feet to the rhythm of
Call up ring won't hang up the phone to let me know you made it home. Don't want nothing to be wrong with part-time lover. If she's with me, I'll blink the lights to let you know tonight's the night for me and you, my part-time lover. We are undercover fashion on the run, chasing love up against the sun.
Don't ask me what you know is true. Don't have to tell you I love your precious heart. I was standing, you were there. Two worlds collided, and they could never tear us apart. We could live for 1,000 years, but if I hurt you, I make wine from your tears. I told you that we could fly, 'cause we all have wings, but some of us don't know why. I was standing, you were there. Two worlds collided, and they could never, ever tear us apart.
Dopo arigato, Mr. Roboto, manca mi va bene. Dopo arigato, Mr. Roboto, inizio cirità.
You're wondering who I am.
Secret, secret, I got a secret.
Machine or mannequin.
Secret, secret, I got a secret.
With parts made in Japan.
Secret, secret, I got a secret.
I am the modern man. I've got a secret I've been hiding under my skin. My heart is human, my blood is boiling, my brain IBM. So if you see me acting strangely, don't be surprised. I'm just a man who needed someone and someone to hide, to keep me alive. Just keep me alive. Somewhere to hide, to keep me alive. I'm not a robot without emotions. I'm not what you see. I've come to help you with your problems so we can be free. I'm not a hero, I'm not the savior. Forget what you know. I'm just a man whose circumstances went beyond his control, beyond my control. We all need control. I need control. We all need control. I am the modern man.
Secret, secret, I've got a secret.
Who hides behind a mask,
Secret, secret, I've got a secret.
so no one else can see
Secret, secret, I've got a secret.
my true identity.
Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. Domo, domo, domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. Domo, domo, domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto.
Thank you very much,
oh Mr. Roboto. Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto.
Thank you very much,
Mr. Roboto,
for helping me escape to where I needed to. Thank you,
Mr.
thank you, thank you.
Mr.
I wanna thank you.
Mr.
Please, thank you.
Mr. Roboto.
The problem's plain to see. Too much technology. Machines to save our lives. Machines dehumanize.
The time has come at last
Secret, secret, I've got a secret.
to throw away this mask.
Secret, secret, I've got a secret.
Now everyone can see
Secret, secret, I've got a secret.
my true identity. I'm Kilroy, Kilroy. the forest monkey business on a sunny afternoon. Jungle life, I'm living in the open. Native beat that carries on. Burning bright, I fought a blood to signal to the sky. I said I wonder, there's a message get to you. It's alright, you won't be sold. Take a chance, leave everything behind you. Come and join me, won't be sorry. It's easy to survive. Jungle life, we're living in the open. All alone, like Tarzan's boy. Hide and seek, we play alone where I should close the forest monkey business on a sunny afternoon. Night to night, give me the other, taste tonight. Oh yeah. Night to night, give me the other, night to night. You won't play, night to night. Give me the other, taste tonight. Oh yeah. Night to night, night to night. Give me the other, give me the other.
A million years have come and gone. The earth is shifting towards the sun. Synthetic atmosphere is lost and forces the computers off. Communications are confused. The tides reverse and start a chain reaction. The seismograph prints out incredible results. It says we're losing our control, losing our control. The scientists around the world decipher everything they told, but they don't really know. They don't really know. Instead of systematic, the news becomes erratic. No one can agree, no one can agree. The world is getting frantic as people start to panic. What does all this mean? The sun is moving closer and the atmosphere gets hotter as the system overloads. System overloads. Fighting these adverse conditions, loading for the expedition. Everyone must go, everyone must go. The fools are doing the worst is over. They won't live to be much older. Why do they remain? Why do they remain? Everything is ready. Everyone that's coming has been safely brought on board. The time has come to leave again. Activate the Noah plan. Returning to the universe. Give up the word. Abandon Earth. As the ship is taking off, ship is taking off. The electronic shields protect us from the heat. We're slowly breaking loose, slowly breaking loose. The ship is lifting higher, the earth is growing smaller as we leave the atmosphere, leave the atmosphere. We watch the earth get closer, getting closer, getting closer as it drifts into the sun. The time has come to leave again. Activate the Noah plan. Returning give out the word, abandon Earth. The time has come to leave again. Activate the Noah plan, returning to the universe
don't need no thought control. No dark sarcasm in the classroom. Teacher, leave them kids alone.
Wenn ich euch erzähl die Geschichte. Nichtsdestotrotz, ich bin es schon gewohnt, im TV-Funk, da läuft es nicht. Tja, sie war jung, das Herz so rein und weiß und jede Nacht hat ihren Preis. Sie sagt, to the sweet, you got red to the heat, ich verstehe, sie ist heiß. Sie sagt, babe, you know, I miss my funky friends, mein Jack und Joe und Jill. Mein Funkverständnis, ja, das reicht zur Not, ich überreiß, was sie jetzt will. Ich überleg bei mir, ihr Nasen spricht dafür, wäre das nicht noch Rauch? Special Places sind dir wohl bekannt, ich mein, sie fährt ja U-Bahn auch. Dort singen's
Dreh dich nicht um.
Oh, oh. Schau, schau,
Der Kommissar geht um.
oh, oh. Er wird sie anschauen und du weißt warum. Die Lebenslust bringt die um. Alles klar, Herr Kommissar. Some stuff, man, did you ever rap that thing, Jack? Is there a rap to the beat? Rest der coolen Gang. Sie rappen hin, sie rappen her, dazwischen kratzen's ab die Wand. Dieser Fall ist klar, lieber Herr Kommissar, auch wenn Sie anderer Meinung sind. Den Schnee, auf dem wir alle talwärts fahren, kennt heute jedes Kind, jetzt das Kinderlied. Oh, oh, oh. Schau, schau, der Kommissar geht um, oh, oh, oh. Er hat die Kraft und wir sind gerne und dumm, und dieser Frust macht uns stumm. Draht ihn nicht um, oh, oh, oh. Schau, schau, der Kommissar geht um, oh, oh, oh. Wenn er dir anspricht und du weißt warum, sag ihm, dein Leben bringt dich um. Alles klar, Herr Kommissar. Tja, 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 tja. Tja, 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 tja. Draht ihn nicht um, oh, oh, oh. Schau, schau, der Kommissar geht um, oh, oh, oh. Er hat die Kraft und wir sind gerne und dumm, und dieser Frust macht uns stumm. Ah, la, 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 la. Draht ihn nicht um, oh, oh, oh. Schau, schau, der Kommissar geht um, oh, oh, oh. Wenn er dir anspricht und du weißt warum, sag er, dein Leben bringt dich um. La, 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 la. Draht ihn nicht um, oh, oh, oh. Schau, schau, der Kommissar geht um, oh, oh, oh. La, draht ihn nicht um, oh, oh, oh. Schau, schau, der Kommissar geht um, oh, oh, oh. Draht ihn nicht um, oh, oh, oh. Hey little sister, what have you done? Hey little sister, who's the only one? Hey little sister, who's your Superman? Hey little sister, who's the one you want? Hey little sister, shotgun. It's a nice day to start again. It's a nice day for a white wedding. It's a nice day to start again. Hey little sister, who is it you're with? Hey little sister, what's your spicy wish? Hey little sister, shotgun, oh yeah. Hey little sister, who's your Superman? Hey little sister, shotgun. It's a nice day to start again. It's a nice day for a white wedding. It's a nice day to start again. Ow. Pick it up. Take me back home, man. There is nothing fair in this world. There is nothing safe in this world. And there's nothing sure in this world. And there's nothing pure in this world. Look for something left in this world. Start again. Come on, it's a nice day for
They say our love won't pay the rent. Before it's earned, our money's always spent.
I guess that's so we don't have a lot. At least I'm sure of all the things we got.
Baby,
I got you, babe. I got you, babe. I got flowers in the spring. I got you to wear my ring.
and when I say you're a clown, and when I get scared, you're always around. So let them say your hair's too long. I don't care, with you I can't go wrong.
Then put your little hand in mine. There ain't no hill or mountain we can't climb. Baby, I got you, baby. I got you, baby. I got you, baby. I got you to hold my hand.
I got you to understand.
I've got you to walk with me.
I've got you to talk with me.
I got you to kiss goodnight.
I got you to hold me tight.
I got you and I won't let go.
I've got you to love me so.
I got you, babe.
I got you, babe. I got you, babe. I got you, babe. I got you, babe. I got you, babe. I got you, babe. I got you, babe. I got you, babe. I got you, babe. I got you, babe. I got you, babe. I got you, babe. I got you, babe.
On the street where you live, girls talk about the social lives. They made a lipstick, plastic and plain, such a shame in their eyes. All your life, all your best friends, your daddy gonna talk to you. But you were living in another world, trying to get a message through. No one heard a single word you said. They should have seen it in your eyes, what was going around your head. Oh, she's a little runaway. Daddy's girl and fast, all the things they couldn't say. Ooh, she's a little runaway. Drinking light every night, guaranteed to blow your mind. I see you out on the streets, calling for a wild time. So you sit home alone, 'cause there's nothing left that you can do. There's only pictures hung in the shadows left, and look at you. You know she likes to
wake up, well, I know I'm gonna be the man who wakes up next to you. When I go out, yeah, I know I'm gonna be the man who goes along with you. If I get drunk, well, I know I'm gonna be the man who gets drunk next to you. And if I haver, yeah, I know I'm gonna be the man who's havering to you. But I would walk 500 miles and I would walk 500 more to be the man who walked 1,000 miles to fall down at your door. When I'm walking, yes, I know I'm gonna be the man who's working hard for you. And when the money comes in for the work I do, I'll pass almost every penny on to you. When I come home, oh, I know I'm gonna be the man who comes back home to you. And if I drove, well, I know I'm gonna be the man who's going over you. But I would walk 500 miles and I would walk 500 more to be the man who walks 1,000 miles to fall down at your door. When I'm lonely, well, I know I'm gonna be the man who's lonely without you. And when I'm dreaming, well, I know I'm gonna dream about the time when I'm with you. When I go out, well, I know I'm gonna be the man who goes along with you. And when I come home, yes, I know I'm gonna be the man who comes back home with you. I'm gonna be the man who's coming home with you. But I would walk 500 miles and I would walk 500 more to be the man who walks 1,000 miles to fall down at your door. Father, you chuck it on your brother and you chuck it on your sister. You chuck it on that one and you chuck it on me. Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Nobody now give you no break. Police now give you no break. That old soldier man I give you no break. Not even your eye now
what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Have to act so mean. Don't you know you're a human being, born of a mother with the love of a father. Perfection comes and reflection goes. I know sometimes you wanna let go. Hey, 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 I know sometimes you wanna let go. Bad boy.